All right. We haven't talked about Mohbad in a while, so let's talk about Mohbad. All right. Hit that like button, share, and subscribe. So there's this story, an update on. There's an update on. Hold on one second. Hold on. All right. All right. So there's this update. It says DNA is a must. I did notice that yesterday. I think Iyabo Ojo posted something, some kind of statement from Wumi, who is Mohbad's widow for the first time. And I guess for the first time, never seen a statement from her. But who is Mohbad? Mohbad is a guy who on September 20 was a guy. I guess we can say was Nigerian superstar up till it was September 12th. 27-year-old kid, Ileri Oluwa Oladimeji Aloba, and he became deceased on September 12, 2023. He had an inflicted wound to his hands. I think he was trying to punch a car windshield or something like that, and then he was trying to punch somebody, and then he punched the car's glass, and then he basically bled to death. So, but there's been a lot of controversies around his passing, and basically the last 1 to 2 years of his life, it was being bullied apparently by two gentlemen, allegedly. Naira Marley, I think they're in custody right now. Naira Marley and Sam Larry. Naira Marley was the owner of the label that it was signed to. So Mohbad was a musician, a rapper, all of this, right? Superstar, rock star, right? So, but anyway, the whole world, especially Nigerians around the world, became very angry, and they asked for justice. They wanted to know what happened to him. So there's been a lot of drama around his family. The father tried to bury him overnight before dawn. He tried to bury him. It almost seems like he was hiding something, But then the guy has been talking a lot too. Seems like he's very hurt about his child, but also it seems like a guy who is very irresponsible at best, right? So, but they had to exhume his body, and they were still waiting for the autopsy and the lab reports from some hospitals and stuff like that. So, but the people that are talking about it are still talking about it. They're keeping their foot on the neck of the police to make sure they don't sabotage, right? So there's this post, DNA. Okay, so Iyabo Ojo, I guess messaged Wumi, who is Mohbad's widow, who was with him when he passed. So there's a lot of story around that. We already covered it. I'm not going to get into too much details. But Wumi apparently for the first time made this statement she said, "Hello, Ma." She's talking to Iyabo Ojo. She said, "I've decided not to speak on anything until 7th of November, which is the coroner inquest." Oh, okay, that's close by. That's like a week from now, right? Because I do not want any side distraction. All I want is justice for my husband, which I believe the Nigerian government are working on. After everything, I'll either grant an interview or tell my own story before the whole world. And also, DNA is definitely a must. All right, so a lot of people, people like Very Dark Man, overnight 15 minutes or celebrity fame, blogger on the internet, started asking this young lady for DNA, and he's basically started saying his DNA, they have to do a DNA test for their baby. Their baby was 5 months old when he passed. Okay, so that started a whole speculation that his baby might not have belonged to him. So there's also a lot of speculation from the father in recent times. That's Mohbad's father in recent times, also alleging that Wumi was sleeping around with everybody in the same house that they were living in. That Wumi would he alleged that Wumi would drop stuff in Mohbad's drink and then go into other people's room. That these were some of the complaints he got from his son. That's what he's claiming. So now, so this is news that this lady will say, hey, a DNA is a must, right? She said she's open to it, apparently. So maybe that will shut people down, or maybe she's gaslighting them. Maybe she's gaslighting them. But all in all, just watching everything, you notice I slow down uncovering this, because I'm just like, this is a soccer thing now. It's becoming, it's just weird, and then it's almost like crying over spilled milk, sorry to say, excuse me, but it's past, I'm sure they're looking for justice, but will justice bring him back? No. With all this mess, it's also very clear that there's a lot of disputes and conflicts within the family itself. So, and as always, if there's a crack in the family, people will start saying all kind of stuff. People will use it as opportunities to troll the family, at least troll the family, So it is what it is. So, but it's good to see that she at least came out and said, you know what? Yeah, I would do a DNA test if they need me to do a DNA test. So Yaba Ojo posted this. She said, to everyone who wants to hear from Mohbad's wife, this is her response. Okay, there you go. Yeah. So let me see. Chinye says his father is an a-hole. I don't believe Jack coming out of that man's mouth just because he wants property. He's talking a whole lot of junk. Yeah, it seems like even admittedly by the family, they bought a land and all this kind of stuff. Frankly, I think there wasn't any type of management of Mohbad's money. I mean, at 27, there's only so much you can do, right? When it comes to managing your own money. The only thing he could do is focus on his craft, which he was trying to do that, But then, Olojo came and took him, The father keeps talking about money. So sad. Yeah, it's weird. Like, even if this is the reality of what's going on, there's a way you conduct yourself as a man, especially. And it's not about education. Maybe another type of education, but definitely not school. There are people that didn't go to school that have this wisdom. They know that they shouldn't run their mouth. Right? Yoruba people said from a long time ago, Ogiri leti. That means in your own jebe, you never know who is listening. Before there was technology, right? Said the walls have ears, right? So watch how you talk in public. This is not about, you can even say, maybe he's that much of an illiterate, he doesn't recognize camera, he's just talking, he didn't realize it's gonna go viral. No, cap. Okay, some of our forefathers, they have this wisdom, right? They know how to talk in public. They have social intelligence. So he's just an irresponsible person. That's the bottom line. Hey, not too far either. What's going on, everybody? Gracious greatness. What's going on, my brother? How are you? He never said these things before until Dusty as very dark man started his shenanigans. Yeah. It makes it so clear of what he's after. From the way he's moving, it doesn't look like he mourned his son. Monike. Moni biti bawo. There's no such thing. Yeah, this guy is I don't know. I just want to be nice to him because I know he lost a son. Fumi Sugar on this comment itself actually says, Yusuf no say no be Mohbad get the pikin. After they will bring fake DNA results. You see? You hear what this is a woman that just said this. Okay? This is a woman that just said this. What is special about the fact that this is a woman that just said it? Because women supporting women in the sorry, it is not womaning. Hey, Jesus. Oh. Maybe she's a troll. Maybe she's looking, because I can see it's the top post here. Some of them they will say anything just for attention. About 624 comments on it. I'm just going to leave it alone. This person said the wife they capture. If there's nothing she's hiding, She would have spoken up a long time ago. That's one of the dumbest statements I've ever heard. For somebody who just lost a husband. Even if she was cheating on him, this statement is still a dumb statement. Okay? Why? Do I have to say why? Let me just call a lawyer friend and they will tell you, okay? It's not every mouth you open to just talk anyhow. Mohbad himself does not even look like his father. It's another one. Mohbad himself does not even look like his father. Would DNA be requested for him too? That's a good question. I think it's a good question because he doesn't look like. That's the dumbest point. That's the dumbest reason to do DNA test ever. Because some child doesn't look like you. That's the dumbest reason. If you want to satisfy your, how do you say that? What's the word I'm looking for? Your quest, your curiosity, your insecurity, which is not a crime. It's okay to be insecure. There's a reason why you're insecure. Maybe she moved some type of way before. Who knows, right? If you want to satisfy that, go ahead and do that. Don't make stupid statements on public. Things like a child does not look like a person. It doesn't make any sense, okay? Okay, it doesn't make sense. Maybe common sense to some people, but you know how common sense be. Common sense is useless. Useless. Yeah, I said it. If all you've got is common sense, go back home so they can train you. Because there's more to life than common sense. Mohbad himself does not even look like, okay, yeah, for good 3 days, you no fit force your husband go hospital for proper medical treatment. Una won't even invite nurse. You allow unqualified nurse treat your husband. This has nothing to do with nothing. That's why she's being questioned. So that is a good point. Like, that's weird, but there's also testaments and people that said she actually tried to get into the hospital. He refused. Who knows why he refused, right? He's an adult at the end of the day. Somebody said, make them free Naira Marley. That guy is being jailed for what he knows nothing and forget DNA. Wumi, you made Mo depressed while he was alive too. There's probably elements of truth to what they're saying about the nature of their relationship when he was alive. After all, he was a young man who is in the streets. So what do I expect him to know with regards to, especially as a rock star? Yeah, I don't know. I can't expect too much from him, you know. But yeah. Let me see here. Chinye said, it's been moving from interview to interview, pushing everything off to everybody else without taking accountability. That guy will collect now. Shebi will be here. It's like, damn if she does, damn if she doesn't. Like, really? Yeah, you can't make people go. I know you might not even understand my language, but you've heard me sing that song a few times by Ebenezer Obey. Just face forward, yeah. Because trying to satisfy human beings is focus on influence, because you can control them like puppets if you understand influence. And the difference between influence and try to, appease people. Those are two different things, by the way. Let's see. Oh my God, you can't please people. So now when the DNA shows it's Mohbad's child, they'll say the result is fake. Yeah. That's why you don't try to appease trolls. Okay, and that it doesn't work out. Okay. Koliwek. Why the hell does she need to speak up? What is she speaking up for? Don't mind these people. People are evil. They say Mohbad no look like his father. Why is this comment so funny to me? I'm telling you. Listen, you know what? Let's move on to the next story because I gotta finish on time today. I'll be right back. Your love that I've been missing. I miss all your hugs, your touching and kissing. Make love on the floor, the couch in the kitchen. One love enough, we done enough.